Okay, so we're going to talk about triangle sum and quadrilateral sums. So let's start with triangles. Tell me some information you know about triangles. Anything you know. 3 sides. Okay, so if there's 3 sides, there's also 3 angles, right? Triangles have 3 sides and 3 angles. Do you know the sum of all the angles in a triangle? Good. So the sum of all angles in a triangle should equal 180 degrees, which means you're going to add all 3 up, set it equal to 180, and solve. You did this last year in IM1? Okay. So let's do one together, and then you'll try one, and then we'll move to quadrilaterals. So I have a triangle, it has 3 sides, it has 3 angles, and I know the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So again, we're going to add them all up and set it equal to 180. It doesn't matter the order because you're adding, but I'm going to start here and go x plus 57 plus 75 plus 60 equals 180. You now have an equation that we've been dealing with for weeks and you for years. What should I do first? Combine like terms. So 57 plus 75 plus 60 gives you what? 192. So you have x plus 192 equals 180. I want to get x by itself. So I'm going to subtract 192 from both sides, giving me x equals what? Negative 12. Now let's think about that for a second. Does that concern anybody that it's a negative number?
This is funny. So like this. Did they saw that at the thing?
That doesn't concern anyone it's a negative number? No? Why not? Because the number you're adding it to is bigger. What do you mean by that? Okay, good. So if I plug in negative 12, I'm still going to have a positive value, right? We're aware of that, though, as we're solving. If we were asked to plug it back in and we got a negative number for other batteries, if we got a negative number for our angle, we know we did something wrong. Awesome. Yeah, just make sure that they're all there, according to what that means. Okay, so why don't y'all try this one? Let's do this.
Just for your pacemaker?
Calculators. Okay, try this one.
Where is it?
Someone help me set this problem up. McKenna. Good, so you're adding them all up. Even if you put them in a different order, that's fine. When you combine like terms, so 76, 39, and negative 5, McKenna, what did you get? 110. So 7x plus 110 equals 180. If I subtract 110 from both sides, I get 7x equals 70, which means x equals 10. Awesome. We remember this from last year?
Yes.
Great. Do we know, let me use a different color. Do we know the sum Actually, tell me what you know about quadrilaterals. 4 sides, 4 angles. Do you know what the sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral are? You guys are so good. 360. In a quadrilateral. So anything with 4 sides and 4 angles is considered a quadrilateral. Now we have special quadrilaterals, right? We have squares and we have rhombuses and you have kites and you have diamonds, which is really a kite.
I think you're like 10 short on the triplets.
Okay, I'll look at.
So that's what this means, right? 144. There's 144 in there.
I would assume so.
Okay.
Okay, so if they all equal 360 degrees, let's look at this quadrilateral.
So you want me to read them here instead?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to put them in.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So I have 23x plus 2, I have 60, I have 116, and what the heck does this mean? 90. Oh, okay. So if I add all of those up and set it equal to 360, I can solve for x. So 23x plus 2 plus 60 plus 116 plus 90 equals 360. Let's combine like terms. Someone help me out there. I have 23x plus 62 plus 116 plus 90. 268? Yeah, okay. Equals 360. I'm going to subtract 268 from both sides, giving me 23x equals 92. And what happens when you divide by 23? Get x equals 4. We're still okay with that? Okay. Why don't we do one last one?
Oh, no, we're good. We're right on. Yeah, we're right on. Yeah, we're right on. Sorry.
Okay, you try this one.
Can I put it over?
Last one. If you're adding up all four angles, 75 plus 105 plus 105 plus 9x plus 12 equals 360. Combine like terms. What'd you get when you combine all these? 297? Okay. And when you subtract 297 from both sides, we get 9x equals 63, which means x equals 7.